Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the biggest questions on every Garten of Banban fan's mind. When will the final trailer for Chapter 8 be released? Like and subscribe please. Something very interesting happened just a few days ago. The Euphoric brothers dropped the 4th teaser trailer, and that can only mean one thing. The final trailer is getting closer and closer. And as we all know, the final trailer isn't just any video, it's the event that every fan has been waiting for. That's where we'll discover new locations, new secrets, and most importantly, who the real protagonists and villains might be in this terrifying new chapter. In this video, we'll be sharing some theories, analyzing clues, and trying to figure out when this final trailer could drop. There's a certain logic to how the Euphoric brothers release their content, and maybe, just maybe, we're closer to the big reveal than we think. But before we begin, one very important thing. Subscribe to the channel if you're a fan of Garten of Banban. Drop a like if you're also excited and can't wait for the final trailer. And most importantly, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos packed with secrets, theories, and fresh news from the creepy and colorful world of Banban. Because what's coming next might just be the scariest and most insane chapter in the entire saga. Now we're getting into the core of the video. To figure out when the final trailer of Garten of Banban 8 might be released, we need to consider two possible scenarios, both of which are being discussed a lot within the community. Case number 1, the 4th teaser trailer that was released a few days ago, is the final teaser. In this scenario, the next video the Euphoric brothers publish will be the long-awaited final trailer. This theory is really interesting because in the past, after some teasers, they've gone straight to the final trailer. So we might actually be really close. Case number 2, but there's also another possibility. The Euphoric brothers might decide to release a 5th teaser trailer, or maybe just a new teaser image, something they've done before between trailers, just to tease us a little more. In that case, the final trailer could be released a bit later than what the first theory suggests. Maybe they want to take a little more time to fine-tune things, or build up even more hype. So in this video, we're going to break down both cases, take a look at the clues we already have, go over what they did in previous chapters, and try to figure out which scenario is more likely. Let's start with the first theory. In this case, we assume that the 4th teaser trailer released just a few days ago is actually the last teaser. That means the next video from the Euphoric brothers could very well be the long-awaited final trailer for Garten of Banban 8. But this theory isn't just a wild guess, it's actually based on what we've seen happen in previous chapters. Let's take a look back. For Chapter 7, the final trailer was released 3 weeks after the last teaser came out. For Chapter 0, things moved even faster. The trailer dropped just 1 week later. Now, if they followed the same pattern as Chapter 0, we could be getting the final trailer as soon as this Friday. But, and I want to be clear here, I don't think it'll be that soon. Instead, I believe they'll stick to something more like what happened with Chapter 7. So we could realistically expect the final trailer to drop 3 or 4 weeks after the last teaser. That gives us two possible dates, July 18th or 25. Of course, this is just a theory, but it's based on actual patterns and clues from the past. We can't be 100% sure, but those dates make a lot of sense if the most recent teaser was indeed the final one. And now, get ready, because in the next part, we're diving into the second theory, and things might get a bit more complicated. But now let's move on to the second theory, and here things slow down a bit, but they're no less interesting. There's a real possibility that the 4th teaser trailer isn't the last one. As we all know, the Euphoric brothers love to play with suspense and constantly keep the community on edge with new images or short teaser clips. So, it wouldn't be surprising if they decided to release a 5th teaser trailer, or maybe even just a new teaser image, something mysterious and creepy that leaves us with even more questions. If this turns out to be the case, then the final trailer won't be the next video, and we'll need to wait a little longer. In this scenario, the 5th teaser could be released at the end of July, and that would likely push the release of the final trailer into August, maybe around mid-August, following a slower timeline, possibly to fine-tune the game's details or simply to build even more summer hype. So yes, in this case, we'll need to be patient, but remember, it is only a theory. However, we have to consider also this possibility. But remember, everything we're talking about here is just theory. It's based on real clues, past release patterns and logic, but still, they are just theories. However, whether it's the first scenario with the trailer arriving in July or the second one with the trailer delayed until August, one thing seems almost probably: the final trailer for the Chapter 8 will most likely be released this summer. And this isn't just something we're making up. A while ago, the Euphoric brothers actually posted a message on their official Discord server where they clearly said that the release dates had already been scheduled. That means they already know exactly when the final trailer is going to drop. The decision has been made, the date is locked in. Now it's up to us to figure it out by analyzing the clues they leave behind. So even if we don't have an official date yet, we can be pretty confident about one thing: it's not far away. The final trailer of Garten of Banban 8 is already on the schedule, and summer is going to be its big stage. But now comes the most exciting part. What might we see in the final trailer of Garten of Banban 8? If the Euphoric Brothers stick to the same format as their previous trailers, then we can expect a video full of details, just like what we saw for chapters 4, 6 and 7. In past trailers, they've always shown gameplay footage, new areas of the facility, and new creepy characters. And I think this time will be no different. The final trailer for chapter 8 might reveal some gameplay segments, possibly set in brand new zones we haven't seen before and connected to the areas shown in the latest teaser. And of course, the new characters. There's this mysterious creature that appeared in the 4th teaser trailer, where we only got a glimpse of its hand. Well, that character might finally be fully revealed in the final trailer. It could be one of the new antagonists, or maybe something even more significant for the lore. And there's one more thing we can't ignore. In many of the previous trailers, especially near the end, we've seen the Banban family image on the wall, an iconic shot that changes slightly each time. But this time, things might get interesting. What if instead of Banban, we saw Flambeau in that picture? As we saw in chapter 7, there is a family where Flambeau replaced Banban. Indeed, in chapter 0, we discovered that Flambeau had to replace Banban in the story. In short, the final trailer could be packed with reveals and plot twists. And as always, every second will need to be analyzed frame by frame. Well, we've reached the end of this video, so let's quickly go over everything we talked about today. We started by discussing the possibility that the 4th teaser trailer is actually the last one before the final trailer. If that's the case, and based on what happened with chapter 7 and chapter 0, we can assume that the final trailer for Garten of Banban 8 might be released around July 18th or July 25th. Then, we explored a second scenario. What if there's still a 5th teaser coming, or maybe just a new teaser image? If that happens around the end of July, the final trailer could be pushed back to mid-August, making the wait a little longer, but possibly even more exciting. In any case, one thing seems very clear. The final trailer will probably be released this summer. And let's not forget, the Euphoric Brothers already confirmed in a Discord message that release dates. Then, we jumped into some cool theories about what we might actually see in the trailer. New areas, fresh gameplay footage, the full reveal of that mysterious character we only saw the hand of in the 4th teaser. So yeah, this final trailer could be one of the biggest and most revealing of the whole series. It's going to be a key piece to understand where the story is heading next. So, if you want to stay updated on everything related to Garten of Banban 8, from news to theories to hidden secrets in the trailers, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like. Thanks for watching until the end. I'll see you soon right here on the channel for another deep dive into the world of Garten of Banban. Bye bye.